I want to ask this. What advice do you find yourself giving most to other designers if people ask you questions?
You go first because you're like really good at this.
I think you have to start off being very strategic and planning right from the start. And that includes like I mentioned before, like music design or musical choices, because that's something really difficult to change later on in the process. So having the right music and concept from the start will really set you up for success in the future. It's really difficult, I think, to come back from that. And then also in terms of like planning, it's really like planning the design of the show as well. Like Lewis was mentioning before, like where do you want this moment? Where do you see this moment happening in the music? Where do you see happening at this moment in the music? What's the impact there? What's the feeling that you want people to have during that portion of the show? So I think really being strategic, thinking very, very far ahead as to what the plan is and having a roadmap to get there.
Yeah, I would say I find myself giving people similar advice. I feel, especially younger designers, they like pick music because, oh, I love this part. I can see a rifle toss here. I love this part. This could be the flag feature. But they don't really give a lot of thought to all of the other really important things that go into making a show. And so, I tend, and I'm a big fan, I love watching every color guard I can watch because I'm just a fan of color guard. So I'll watch all the novices, all the regional A's, all the scholastic A's. I'll sit through it all because I just love watching. And there's always like 2 or 3 performers in every color guard. I'm like, oh my God, they're so good. But I do find that I often wish that like there were better choices made in terms of sound design and, really having a soundtrack that sets them up for success, because especially when you're working with the regional A and the A, like having the dynamics built into the show for you is so important. So when you pick a show that's, maybe a little bit more minimalist, that's really hard on your kids to make that work, because now it comes down to them being great. And not only just being great, but they have to be great and do something that may be beyond their skill set in order to make things like that work. So having a show that's well thought out from a timeline standpoint, like with musical effects built in, I think is especially important.
Marching Arts Education is the home of the Marching Roundtable podcast. We give you access to the top marching arts professionals through live webinars, podcasts, videos, interviews, and online coursework. With over 1,000 podcasts and hundreds of webinars and videos, there are hours of great professional development for you and your staff. Sign up for a membership to Marching Arts Education to get complete access to all webinars, videos, and podcasts, plus discounts on coursework. Many directors are using professional development funds through their school or boosters to make these resources available to their staff. Imagine what you could do with so many great new ideas from the top professionals in our activity. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and sign up for our newsletter to find out about the latest podcasts, webinars, and new content. Find all of this and sign up at marchingartseducation.com.